Hello, grammar pirates, and today we're going to talk about verbs because they're what's happening. So, a verb can be a couple of different things. It can be an action verb, which are the ones that you've been learning since you were a little teeny person, like jump, skip, hop, run, or scream. There are helping verbs, and we try to help you remember those by singing a helping verb song, which I have one in our screencastify grammar pirate fleet, but there are also many others. And then there are linking verbs, which are really just sort of helping verbs that stand all by themselves. So they can't be done, but they connect a subject and a predicate. So whereas a helping verb is actually helping, it's in addition to an action verb, a linking verb is just standing there all by its lonesome. So step one is always underline the verb. You want to underline all verbs in a sentence, and be careful because many sentences will have more than one verb. If it's a compound or a complex sentence, there will be a couple of different verbs. So you really want to be looking at them very carefully. And if verbs are working together, it's called a verb phrase. So again, you want to really read the sentence because some verbs can be another part of speech depending on what's around it. So in the sentence below, my dog will be barking. What are the verbs or the verb phrase? And it is will be barking. We have two helping verbs, will and be, and barking, which is an action verb. So again, remember with helping verbs, you just need to memorize them. There's no other really way around that. Questions that you can ask yourself when you're practicing are, is it a helping verb and sing a helping verb song, or is it an action verb? So here we go. We're going to practice. Number 1, Joe had run very fast around the track. Identify the verb or verb phrase in that sentence. Number 2, did anyone run faster than Joe? 3, Joe's record was not broken by anyone. 4, I have been thinking, Billy. We've got a few more that we're going to practice before we find out how we did. Number 5, what are you thinking? Number 6, we should sell water bottles. And number 7, I was studying French when I visited Paris. So let's see how we did with those. So number 1, had run is the verb phrase. And in number 2, did run is the verb phrase. And because it's a question, usually the helping verb is at the front. The syntax or the order of the words shuffles around when you have a question. So you want to look for that. Number 3, the verb phrase was broken. And a lot of times people will underline not, which is a helping verb. And it's telling you that the verb phrase listed is actually sort of the opposite is happening. Not is not a verb. It's not in the helping verb list, and it's not something you can do down the hallway. Number 4, I have been thinking. So have been thinking is the verb phrase. Number 5, are thinking is the verb phrase. Again, look at it. It's a question. It shuffles things around a little bit. Should sell in number 6. And in number 7, it is a complex sentence. So there are really 2 clauses there, which we'll talk about later. Was studying is the first verb phrase, and visited is the next verb in there. So I want you to continue practicing these, ask questions, use your noodles, stretch them, keep challenging yourself. And until next time, I will see you later.